Yeah.
Yeah, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Digital Citizen Capacity Series. This is the maiden edition. And like we promised, we're going to keep it 45 minutes. It's an engagement. It's not supposed to be one-sided. And if you recall, when we sent out the notice, we told everyone to please go and read the document. So if you have read the document, just give me a thumbs up. Go to the React button, pick your reaction button, and do a thumbs up to be sure that you have read the document. I've just done my own thumbs up. Okay, yes, I see another thumbs up. Okay, just that. Okay, Mohammed, well done, well done. Okay, so we go to the document. So I'm going to be displaying the document. We have it in English, French, and 3 other languages that will be launched very soon. So I'm going to open the document in, let me see. Should I go to the website? Okay. Let me get to the website quickly. We have some. Okay, so I'm trying to get to the website. Okay. Again, for those who are just coming in, if you have not missed anything, actually, so you're welcome. Okay, so I'm trying to see how I can reach this document. Okay. dsdg.bridgi.ng, the playbook. Can you see my screen? Can anyone confirm that they can see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Yes, we can see a screen.
Okay, so you can check out the website again. I'm going to paste it in the chat room. For those of you who have read it prior to now, I'll be expecting your question. For those of you who are just reading it, okay, so my system is freezing up. I'm using triple system just to get across to us. Okay. Okay. So the link has been posted. I'm going to mandate my brother, Kenechukwu Okinta, to be a co-host to check the chat room, so that when people start coming in, you can post them for them to see. So looking at the playbook, the whole essence behind the playbook is to make us understand what ICANN is all about, briefly, and then move quickly into the end users community. Can you hear me? Because my system is freezing, that's why. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing so I can go to a bigger screen to make it easier and faster. Thanks, Kenechukwu. Oh, great, great. Thank you. Thank you. I need the reactions in the room, you know, to feel that we're all, you know, in one place together. So I've stopped sharing. I'm moving my other screen. Okay. So let me maximize this and then go back to sharing. Go back to sharing. Okay, we have Christabel in the house. Madam Christabel, you're welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, I presume my screen is back. And we're on the page. Again, we're on the website. We're on the website, dsdg.bridgi.ng/theplaybook. It's posted also in the chat room so that one way or the other, you and I can be able to pick it up if you have not noticed it from the earlier posting or adverts that we've been sending around. This is the maiden edition, so to say. And in the cover has a book, a phone book directory. And it's easier to say that it's a phone book, but it's not easy to say this is a representation of ICANN if you don't know about ICANN. And so that's why we brought all of you into this room and say, okay, let's talk about ICANN. Let's understand what you know about ICANN. So if anyone has an idea, and I'm going to exempt 2 people from talking. I'm exempting 3 persons. Kuye, Christabel, and Ken. You are exempted from talking. Others, please share quickly. Share quickly. If you have an idea what we mean when we say I can, please share with us. We don't have much time, so I'm not going to spend too much time waiting. So it's an opportunity if you speak out. Okay, so no one is speaking out.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, go ahead.
So in brief, ICANN stands for Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. And this is the global body in charge of assigning names that to represent like IP addresses, instead of just using generic IP addresses that will be difficult for comprehension. ICANN assign names to these IP addresses so that it will be easier for people to understand and use. So in brief, this is what I know.
You understand? Okay, you're close. You're very close. Not that ICANN assigns the domain name directly. They have different strata, and we'll be talking about one of those strata. Any other idea? So instead of using assign, you're very correct, but instead of using assign, let's take it this way. ICANN is a non-profit anyway, and it oversees the global management of domain names, IP addresses, and the DNS, which is the domain name system. So it doesn't assign, but it manages in a global manner. It oversees the global management, so to say. There are different strata, different platforms, different organs of ICANN that do that job. Any other person wants to contribute? Any other person? Okay, in the absence of anyone, let's dive into the book quickly. Let's go into the book. Can you see the book on your screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. The Smart End User's Phone Book, Building a Healthy Internet. In this format, you can easily open it, on your Android phone. And then if you check out the buttons below, the button below allows you to, the plus allows you to zoom in, the minus allows you to zoom out. So let's zoom in so that we can, view it properly. Okay. So there is a forward. Anyone can anyone see this?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. I want the response because of the network. I want the response so that we can understand better that we are all doing this together. The invisible engine talks about the internet, how the internet works. So everything you're going to learn about the invisible engine here is that even though there are layers, that the internet isn't magic. It's an engine, and it's affecting our social lives. It's affecting the economy, and of course, the playbook. What does the playbook have to do? The playbook is supposed to let you know that whether you're a scientist or a cybersecurity expert or not, be mindful that the internet is for everyone. And this seems to be like the key word for the internet society anyway, but that's the truth about the internet. It's for everyone. Either you're a baker, you're a teacher, you're a carpenter. The magic is in you, in your innovation. So there's nothing mysterious about it. At the end of understanding what you need to do with this playbook, you understand better that the choice is in your hand, and you can take charge of the book and take charge of your community by putting yourself in the driver's seat. I'll read a line from the book. It says, "We are moving past the era of move fast and break things and entering an era that demands we think deep and build well," which means you can use the internet for a lot of positive things. Again, it says a healthy internet is not something that happens to us. It is something we create through our daily choices. So you can't come online and criticize how the internet is if you are not contributing to it. And there's a lot of things that affect how the internet responds to you. You are an embodiment of knowledge, you're an embodiment of information. You are the engine itself. You are the one contributing to the internet. You are the one making the internet what it is. When every time you ask a question on the internet looks for an answer. It tries to provide an answer to you. And so we are calling on our end users to be smart, to become like an office on their own, in a nutshell, an agency of information. And be careful how you put your information there. Be careful to ensure that you put the right information, not the wrong information. You don't want anyone having a wrong knowledge about whatever you're supposed to do. It has a table of content where we say demystifying the core, what is ICANN, and we have a lot of extracts that you can read for those of you who have read it. But for those who haven't read it, I'll just read a small line, and go to the next page. We say we check our emails, tap into our bank accounts, attend virtual classrooms like we are at the moment, connect with loved ones across oceans. We navigate this vast digital landscape with a level of trust that is quite frankly staggering. When something pops up on your screen and on your screen and you're quick to click it, there are some things that we shouldn't click, but that'll be in another class. Fortunately, I can ask some capacity building series that they have done. There are 4 particular series that I am so keen about that I will be sharing the links with you. I will be sharing the links with you in a group that we're going to share with everyone. We have a WhatsApp group. We believe WhatsApp is easy to join. When the demand comes, we'll open a Telegram, but we'll drop a link, 4 different links of ICANN at large current capacity series that I believe will strongly impact your life and also change the history of how you do things on the net. Moving on. I'm moving out of this page, reading this particular line. A lot of us use the internet like a car. We turn the key and expect it to go. But who decides how the roads are built? Who gets a license plate? This book is about the people behind the scenes, the at-large community, who ensure that the internet remains stable, secure, and most importantly, centered on the needs of the individual user, which is you. For those of us who have done some fellowship, I can see the number of people we have in the room. We have gone through internet governance fellowships or schools of IG. And so we understand some little governance in the internet industry. However, there's still a governance gap. And on one side, you have the technical expert making decisions about the domain name system, and then they start talking about, they start using some technical jargons that you may not understand. And most of us have been in a room where you are lost. They are speaking in big grammar, so to say, quote and unquote, and you don't even know what they are saying. Not that you don't know what they're saying, but you can't define those terms, and you're like, oh, I'm lost. But you have a role to play. You have the end user. Sorry, I'll take that again. You are the end user, the person whose life is actually affected by the decisions that are taken, even by the technical people. And so we are trying to bridge the gap between you and the technical person in any room that you find yourself. But the first room that you have to come to, which is the heart of the system of ICANN, is the at-large. Now, at the heart of the at-large community, you can never say you would have technical people in the room. No, it's not possible. But you have thousands of other persons who are non-technical, but who understand how the internet works based on different policies, different issues, different experience and exposure. These are the people who make the at-large community. And what's the at-large community? It is the internet multi-stakeholder model that engages every single individual and community organization to understand what the internet is doing at this point in time. Whether you're a student in Nairobi or a small business owner in Buenos Aires or a retiree in Nigeria, the at-large ensures your rights and interests are, of course, protected. And why does this playbook matter? We are at a crossroad as the internet expands to include the next billion users. The challenges are mounting by the second. We're talking about trust. We're talking about people with disabilities. We're talking about, persons with disabilities. We're talking about how you will make that policy happen. Do you get, I hope you're catching up with this. How do we make sure policies isn't just something that happens to us, but something we help to create? We are part of the system. We are taking a role in defining the ABCs of what the policy should look like. Now, you will find in this book the structure and how to influence global policy, practical steps to build a healthier internet, one that is safer, more inclusive, more transparent, and of course, you get to be in the seat yourself. So this requires who? Who does this particular community require? Does it require just one person, or it requires you? Of course, it requires everyone, which includes you. So I'm moving on to the chapter 2 to make it very easy. We'll be talking about how to help navigate in your own region. So they are called RALU. They are called RALU. They are large community, consist of 5 of them. And if you are able to understand what ALS means, ALS, you will discover that these are organizations, bodies, platforms, not individuals, organizations. And across the 5 RALOs, we have close to, if not more than 250, as at the time we were doing this research. And the more, the merrier, because ICANN can't go to every country, but you as an individual or as an organization can go to every single place. I see a hand up. Oh, okay, sorry. I don't know why that hand has to be up. Okay, so I'll check probably I pressed something. I must have gone to, let me see this. Sorry. Okay, found it. We have new people in the room. If you If you can please share the link once again for those who have just come in to see. So back to the screen. Back to the screen. There's the power of collectivity. If I can say these are our policies, and then I can say, oh, let's go make this happen in our community. How do you make it happen if you are not part of the system? But if you are part of the system, you are able to say, oh, I'm going to go to my country and see that this particular policy holds ground, holds water. That's the power of collectivity. And the beauty about discussions is that we come from different backgrounds. However, when we're in a room and we need to take decisions, we need to weigh those decisions. Oh, what he or she is saying is 70% what I would want. So I think I agree with it. And that's what we call the consensus. That allows the technical and corporate stakeholders to understand that we are one, speaking as one. That is why we're having you right here in this room. And that's why we're going to be having a hands-on session on how you become a player, not just a bystander. On your screen now, we're showing you on our page the RALUs. We have Africa, we have Asia, Australia, Pacific, we have Europe, we have Latin America and the Caribbean, we have North America, RALUs. And what do I mean by RALUs? AFRALU, Africa, Regional at-large organization. Same goes for APRALU, URALU, LACRALU, NARALU. So, for most of us here, I believe we are in Africa. We're expecting those outside Africa, but most of us here are Africa. So, but if it were North America, that would be North America Regional at-large organizations. So, but for Africa, we have what? Can somebody read it out for me? So I know I'm not the only one here.
AFRALU.
AFRALU. Unfortunately, we have members who just became AFRALU. I may claim I've been an AFRALU member for quite a while, but we have some people in the house who just joined AFRALU. So, but before I yield to them, let me take you on this particular page. We have different types of people, and I need you to start looking at yourself and asking yourself that question. Who am I if I join AFRALU? Who am I? Am I the digital advocate? You know, I'm an ALS member. My goal is to ensure global rules don't negatively impact my community. I joined the RALU to vote on policy statement and attend regional assemblies. Or I'm a tech policy enthusiast, the individual member. I'm a professional or a student or just a young person or an adult who is passionate about what the internet is governed, and I want to be part of the system without being a member of a formal organization. My goal, of course, is to contribute my area of expertise to working groups on specific topics like DNS abuse and privacy. I may not be a guru in this particular goal, but I want to learn and I want to be able to participate. Moving on. Okay, so right here, we're saying that some RALUs will allow for individual membership, some wouldn't. Fortunately, AFRALU allows you to become an individual member. AFRALU recognizes your individual membership. So it allows you to participate without needing to join an organization or lead an organization. Now, the most powerful set that should never be ashamed when they're in the room is concerned citizen. And if you remember, what we are having today is the Digital Citizen Capacity Series. So the concerned citizen is the observer. He uses the internet daily and wants to stay informed about security threats and rights. His goal is to understand why the internet changes and protect his or her personal digital health. And finally, they'll subscribe to the at-large newsletter and follow public comment periods, hand user safety. Now, this allows them to be up to date. This allows them to know what is happening. Now, every ALS or individual member starts with a single person asking the question, how does this affect my community? I am in Gwagwalada in Abuja. How does it affect my community? Once you identify a RALO, then you can find a list of existing organizations in your country to join. ISOC, for example, is a member, and ISOC as a member participates as an ALS. But like I said, you can start as an individual, have your say, learn, pick your status. And you know, we have 3 of them. Let me take it back for those who just joined. We have the digital advocate, which is an ALS member. We have the tech policy enthusiast, who is the individual member. And we have the concerned citizen, which is just the observer. Decide where you want to stand. Decide where you want to stand. We will not be taking policy today. We're taking membership today. So go read it up as quickly as possible. In chapter 4, you see what we call the DNSL check and the big 5 of DNS abuse. We'll also not be taking that today. At the moment, the ICANN at large is planning an outreach where we'll be talking especially about one of the big 5 of DNS abuse, which is phishing. I'm going to make sure that we all get a taste of that training once it is released and we take off. The pilot phase will be taken off very soon. You will be informed, of course. Again, we'll be introducing you to a WhatsApp channel where we want to encourage you to be part of, to be able to get all of this information and stay informed. Moving on. Okay, so these are safety issues, safety informations that you need to know as we step in forward. So please go and read it. Once you read this, by the time we come back, we'll be able to inform you better how to participate. And then there's the beauty of this universal acceptance. Another particular project that is ongoing that you need to participate. Just mark your date. When we're having a universal acceptance day, we'll reach out to all of you. We'll invite you. When the ICANN calendar for the universal acceptance days takes off, we'll also inform you so that you can participate either in your RALOs across the world, or with an ALS, or with an organization like ours. On that note, I take you back to your membership. And I have 2 members here, fortunately with us. And it's a gender balanced affair. So I'm going to be calling on the first person, our indefatigable member in the Nigerian School on Internet Governance, one of our key leaders, who has recently become a member of ICANN Afralo. I call on Christabel to take the floor. Christabel, I don't want to murder your surname, so I'm yielding the floor to you. Over to you, ma'am. Okay, so I'm waiting for Christabel to switch on her mic so I can yield the floor to her. Christabel, are you with us?
Yes, good morning, Dr. Kimbo. Good morning. Sorry about the technical glitch from earlier. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome.
So you have the floor, Christabel. Over to you. Please introduce yourself.
All right. Thank you very much. Casey, Kenechukwu, can you please share my slides? Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you're from. My name is Christabel Nebagandu, fellow of the Nigeria School of Governance and also an ICANN community member. So I'll be walking through exactly how to join Afralo. So I'm guessing Dr. Akimbo has already done a wonderful job explaining what Afralo, ALAC, and what Iralo is, and everything in between, basically. You've done a wonderful job at that. So we know that RALO is short for Regional at Large Organization. So Kenechukwu, if you're ready with my slides, I'd appreciate that.
All right, I'll just share that.
All right, so like Dr. Akimbo said, at large is the structure within ICANN that prioritizes the end user's participation in ICANN decision making, right? So the at large within ICANN helps ensure that end users are directly participating in ICANN processes and internet policy making decisions. So, and by this, each RALO is such that end users can build internet policy making capacity in each region. Kenechukwu, are you ready, please?
Trying to locate the file, just a moment.
So one of the core aspects of the RALOs, one of the core motives of the RALOs is to represent the end user's interest in defining public interest aspects of internet governance with, specific focus on the areas of privacy, transparency, accountability, those aspects that matter to the end user particularly. So this is like more or less the home for all end users of the internet to have a voice in internet policy decision making.
All
Okay,
right,
you
can
can
you
go
see
to.
this?
Yes, thank you. I hope everyone can see the screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, you can go to the next slide. So like I said, Afralo is the home of the individual end user community for the African region. So if you are based in any of the countries of Africa, and you as an end user want to get involved in decision-making processes concerning the internet, Afralo is the regional at-large organization for you. So it currently consists of about 81 at-large structures, which Dr. Akimbo had explained what as at-large structures are, and about 44 individual members and 3 observers. So we all know by this point that the internet is for everyone, and consequently, Afralo is open to everyone to join. So I'm going to quickly walk you through exactly how to join Afralo. Next slide, please. So one of the surest ways that you should get involved in Afralo is as an individual member. You don't have to be an organization, a fancy, big organization to have a voice in the internet. As an end user, as an individual, you can most definitely get involved in Afralo. So just some important prereqs to check before you proceed with your application. Note that you have to be a permanent resident or citizen of one of the African countries. You should be active or interested in internet end user issues. You also should note that you have to agree to the Afralo operating principles and the ALAC rules of procedures, which are available on the at-large website. And you should have an ICANN account with ICANN Join enabled. I'll walk you through that in a minute. And then lastly, you should join the AfriDiscuss mailing list. This is where everything Afralo is discussed and where you can get involved directly. That's like your first point of contact. Next slide, please. So the first step, after you have checked all of the prerequisites and you're sure that you're ready to get involved in Afralo, you can simply log into your ICANN account. If you don't have an ICANN account, you can quickly open one. Head over to account.icann.org. Kenechukwu, if you can, please help send the link in the chat. No, please, previous slide. Yes. So you can send the link to the chat. Head over to account.icann.org. Just input your email address and password. And if you don't have an ICANN account already, you can quickly create one. Next slide, please. Now, when you log into your ICANN account, Kenechukwu, if you can, please just zoom in a little bit so that it's visible to everyone. When you head over to your ICANN account, you will see on the top right, you will see a section called ICANN Services. So it's going to pop up a drop-down menu. You should see ICANN Join. Now, many people might click on that and not find the ICANN Join tile. You might not see the option from the drop-down menu. You might not see the tile. You realize that your ICANN account, when you log into your homepage, it gives you access to multiple ICANN services, including ICANN Join. So if you can't find the tile, or if you can't find it from the drop-down menu, you can simply contact gnsosex@icann.org and send an email requesting access to the ICANN Join, and ensure that you provide your ICANN account username and your email in your communication so that everything is seamless. Kenechukwu, if you can, please send the email address in the chat so that if anyone has this issue moving forward, they can easily contact ICANN staff. So if you can't find ICANN Join, which might be a lot of people's experiences, just quickly contact ICANN staff via the email address, and they will respond once the ICANN Join tile is made visible to you. Next slide, please. So after you have been able to access ICANN Join, you can see the ICANN Join homepage, where there's a list of groups. You can see your homepage, join groups, contact information, and my cases. You can just play around it later on. But most importantly, since we're trying to join Afralo, we're going to try to locate the particular ICANN groups. So you click on join groups, and when you click on join groups, you see a list. It's a very long list of different ICANN groups that are available for you to join. So in this particular case, we are going to look for AfriDiscuss at icann.org. That is the AfriDiscuss mailing list. You can go to the next slide so it's clear. So when you are on the join groups, you're going to definitely see a long list of groups. You're going to see different mailing lists even for at large. But we're looking for AfriDiscuss mailing list. The group name is At Large Africa Discussion List. That is going to be the group name. And as you can see, the email archive has AfriDiscuss at icann.org as the email archive. So you will click on that, click on join, follow the instructions, and you will wait for a confirmation email confirming that you have been subscribed to the list so that you can proceed. All right, next slide, please. So far, I've been able to explain activating your ICANN Join account and joining the Afralo mailing list. So the next step will be to fill the membership form. So this form is available in the 3 major African languages, which are English, French, and Arabic. So you're going to download that form in whatever language is most convenient for you. Download the form and send it via email to staff@atlarge.icann.org. If Kenechukwu can also assist me posting those links and emails in the chat, I'd appreciate that. So you can just head over to the forms page, whatever language is most convenient for you, download, fill, and send it to staff@atlarge.icann.org. So after you sent this email, staff are going to evaluate your application. And if you move forward, they will contact you with more information on completing your SOI. Your SOI will be sent to you by at-large staff. Please, very importantly, send the link to the form on the chat, please. Thank you. All right, next slide, please. Okay, your SOI is short for Statement of Interest. It's a very simple form that's more or less a prerequisite for you to get involved in any group at all, whether it's a working group or, for example, Afralo. It's just a very simple form for you to state your reasoning for joining the group. So you're going to provide information like how active you are in the internet ecosystem and so on and so forth. Just basic information. If you have any trouble completing your SOI, you can contact any one of us from you can contact Dr. Akimbo, myself, any one of us from Digital Citizens Capacity Series. It's a very simple form. Olaide, does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank
All right, thank you. So staff are going to use your SOI just to get more information about you and how active you are in the internet ecosystem. That's all. So after you've been accepted into the Afralo platform, make sure that you are active. Don't just join the mailing list and be watching others get involved while you are left behind. Make sure you join calls, join Afralo monthly calls, join any working groups where you can get involved. Participate in policy discussions. There are a lot of policy discussions that affect end users that happen on the mailing list every day. So make sure you lend your voice, because that is the platform for you as an end user to lend your voice to the global multi-stakeholder process of internet governance. So make sure you engage in the mailing list and attend meetings and so on and so forth. Okay, so next slide, please. I want to thank everybody for your time. Thank you for listening. I do hope that this step-by-step was as simple as possible. Don't let any of the forms scare you. They are very simple. Don't let the SOI scare you. It's very easy to fill. Just make sure that you get involved. Afralo is your platform as an end user to lend your voice in the multi-stakeholder process. So make sure that you use it. Thank you very much for listening. Dr. Kimbo.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dr.
ma'am.
Christabel,
Oh, brilliant.
for that very powerful delivery. And we made it just on time to 10:45. However, we'll give a grace. And I want to appeal to those who came early, especially to someone like Good News Ogbonna, Kenneth Chukwu, and Usman Ibrahim for coming very, very early. Please, I'll permit the house the next 10 minutes more, just 10 minutes extra. The recording, of course, will be shared on the dedicated platform that we're going to share to you. And I believe there are questions. There was an incident when Christabel was presenting and he mentioned an abbreviation. I wanted to say, oh, Christabel has joined them in ICANN. They want to kill us with abbreviations and acronyms. And then someone popped up the question, what is SOI? Of course, the indefatigable special assistant and ICANN, one of our new members in Afralo, Kenechukwu Kenta, was able to quickly respond as he did the side side director or manager for our speaker who just finished presenting. Kenechukwu, you want to share one or two words? Because the parting word from Christabel was, don't be scared of the form. Don't be scared of the form. And that's a very strong message. Because often when you see the form, you may be tempted to say, oh, this is too much for me. I can't. So, Kenechukwu, I want to yield the floor for you. Out of the 10 minutes we have added, we are giving you 3 minutes. Please go ahead, Kenechukwu.
All right, thank you, sir. And thank you, Madam Christabel, for that powerful delivery. Just a few things to perhaps clarify certain things to make things easier for intending members. You know, just see it this way. Internet is for everyone. But then, how can you just be using things and you're having challenges and there's no way for you to air those challenges that you're having? Okay? You know, sometimes you should be able to say things that affect how this facility, this infrastructure that we're using, how they affect you and how they affect the communities around you. So see Afralo as a platform through which you can now air some of those concerns, and then so that policies, when policies are made, those concerns that you have will be included in the policies so that your concerns can be addressed. So Afralo is more like a platform through which you can air your views. And then they now made it possible, made it very simple, so that you don't need to belong to any other professional organization, corporate organization, in order to air your voice. So you can now also become part of Afralo as an individual member. So that's pointedly what this discussion is about. So you can join Afralo as an individual member, not needing to belong to any other organization, any other professional or corporate organization. As an individual, you can now air those views that concern you, that concern your immediate community, that concern you as an end user, so that your voice can also be heard. So that is that. So that, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kenechukwu. Thank you so much for this. We have, I'm trying to check, we have 14. Take out 4 of us to have 10 persons online. These are first of its kind. We hope to have another one next month, all things being equal. We've sent a link onto the platform. You'll see a link that says, follow the Understanding Icon channel on WhatsApp. I would advise you wherever you are to follow that channel. That would allow you and I to be in the same room and get updated on different information that would allow us to understand what to do. That being said, if we have 10 of you in this room that is yet to become a Afralo member, I think this is the opportunity for you to embark upon that particular engagement. And like I said, this program wasn't organized for just Africans. We also extended it to non-Africans, hopefully that we can share knowledge and grow together. On that note, I want to yield the floor to members who have attended. I can see a Yusuf asking for link to the channel. My phone is about to run down. Okay, so Oga Yusuf, the channel, I'm posting it again. So that you can copy it. Any questions? I see no hands raised.
Hello, sir. Please, I have a question on Atlas structures. Please, I want what Atlas structure is with an example.
Okay, an applied structure, ALS. Did you hear that?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, Internet Society is an at-large structure. Are you with me?
Yes, I get that, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. The Nigerian DNS Forum is an at-large structure. These are all independent organizations. Do you get that? So, any other question? In the absence of any question, we have gone past, no, we have not gone past our 10 minutes ad. We said 45 minutes. We have 4 minutes left. before we take off. Again, recording will be available on the channel provided for you. That's the WhatsApp channel that we have shared with all of you. So please go and join the channel. Follow the Understanding I Can channel on WhatsApp so that we can share recordings with you. We can share other opportunities with you. At the end of today, at large, should have 10 more persons or more. As we see, there are 15 on the platform as we speak. We should have 15 more persons. Sorry, not 15 more. 11 more persons today applying to become a member of Afralu. I want to say a big thank you to no other person than my team members. Dr. Omomikuye, thank you for your support. I also want to recognize Christabel Magandu. I hope I did not murder that name, for our excellent delivery of presentation, and also, of course, not mincing word, recognizing my brother from another mother, Kenechukwu Okekenta, for all you have done to ensure that we had a smooth delivery of presentation. Having said that, I want to appreciate everyone. I see another member of my team, John Entanami. Thank you for joining. I know it's not easy, being in Benin and running and managing so many things. Safer Internet Days is coming up in Nigeria. And like I said, there are 4 different capacity series that has just been delivered by the ICANN ALAC community, at-large community, so to say. And so therefore, I will ensure to share those links, those 4 links. They are powerful information where you know what to do when you finally get into Afralu, how to coordinate, how to manage, how to engage. And of course, don't be scared. When you get into the room and you are not confused, then you are not in the right room. You will be confused when people start speaking jargons and acronyms. That means that you are understanding that you are in a world on its own. But at the end of the day, you will find your footing and will be able to move forward together. I recognize you, Abigi Joshua. I think that's Niger. I'm not sure. Niger, Benue. Maureen Owusu, Ade, I recognize you. Bolanle Adile, John Hab, Julius Itman, Elijah Omishore, Olaide Olawu. Yeah, that's Kwara State. Usman Ibrahim, Mohammed Sani Abubakar, and of course, our first person to have arrived in this room today, this morning. Good news, Ogbonna. Please, a round of applause for Ogbonna. Having said that, I'm on the system. If you can please switch on your cameras, let's take pictures. If you can switch on your cameras, let's take pictures. Welcome the new members who are just coming in. We'll share. Can anyone see me? Can anyone see my camera?
Yes, with your cap.
Yes, we can see you.
Oh, with my cap. I can't seem to see myself. Okay. Okay, so let's switch on our camera so that we can take a screenshot.
Just wait.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so okay, so say cheese to the camera. Let me see if I can get this.
Cheese.
I don't know why I can't see myself.
Maybe you should stop sharing, Dr.
I can
Kimbo.
see you.
Oh,
We
I
are
think
seeing
I
you
stopped.
with eyeglass.
Oh, okay, so let me go and check my video. Okay, so I'm removing my blur. Okay, I still don't see myself, but don't worry. I'll capture you like that. I'll take your screenshots. Okay, so I have to use a phone. I have to use a phone. Yes, I hear the baby. You're welcome.
That's my daughter.
Okay, I think we've taken one too many. Okay, let's take another one. We just saw a new person popping up back. Okay. I'll take that again. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you. Maureen, we can see your picture. We can't see your face. Oh, is it your face? Wow. Oh, it's pleasure meeting you. Wow. Sorry, we're online and we're recording, so. Okay, so thank you all for coming. Hope to see you next time. And again, thanks to all our speakers. Thanks to you for attending. We know we took out your time, and we say thank you so much as we have had our first edition and hope to have better editions. Abigi Joshua, please regard to the young man there. Tell him we are looking forward to seeing him in the future of the internet ecosystem. Regards, everyone. Regards.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I just sent a copy of the picture on the group chat. I don't know if anybody can access it.
So much. Thank you so much. At least you capture me. At least I'm sure your end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much.
Oga, thanks to you. Oga, pleasure seeing
Which
your
group
face.
chat now? Which group chat?
Okay.
I need to look.
Yes, if you go to the chat room, you'll see the link. I'll be stopping the recording on the dot of 11 so that